back. We're back for another pod. It's like we've been gone so long. The first round of the NBA playoffs, yo, it's been nice. It's been real nice. I've been enjoying myself.
Yo, we're back once again. Puff, stop the long talking. Let's jump into it. Back once again. Back once again. Once again. Puff.
And Vern. And Vern. Once again. Okay, we have enough to talk about. You're supposed to say drop it. Remember last time you said you're supposed to drop it?
But then I said jump into it.
But you said...
But anyhow, let's jump straight into it. There's nothing to talk about Raptors rap. This is the playoffs rap.
It's about the playoffs.
Okay? If you want to include something with the Raptors, it's the playoff rap.
Mm-hmm. But no, we do have something to talk about the Raptors. All of the X-Raptors are balling out in the playoffs right now. Maybe you want to start with that?
That is true.
So we have Pascal Siakam on the Indiana Pacers balling out. We have, who else we have? OG Anunoby on New York balling out. We have Gary Trent Jr. who just got knocked out, but he was balling out in the last two games, almost helped them.
And then by right, we don't even have to call him because we have Fred VanVleet.
Fred VanVleet.
I'm talking man who came up in the Raptor system.
Yeah. He's been balling better than all of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
I don't even count Kawhi.
Yeah, but you can say Kawhi
we
too.
We can say Kawhi, but the core Toronto man, Norm Powell is balling. Yeah, man.
So it's good. That's a quick wrap.
That's good to see. But even with that going, there's still the playoff, but the playoff has been exciting. Remember I tell you there's something about this playoffs I think it's going to be pretty exciting?
Yeah, the reason why it's exciting because you don't know who's going to win. You have no real idea who's going to win. You can say maybe this team or you don't know. You
may have your favorites, but you don't know right now. But the way it's playing out, man.
And Vern's favorite got knocked out. He was crying. He just doesn't want to let you guys know.
Crying? Come on now. I'm the one that told you this is a free year.
I'm on Team LeBron too. I'm
the one that told you this is a free year for these guys.
Yeah, I knew they can't win it this year. They don't have it this year. They need some defense. But what do you want to start on that? What do you want to start with?
Yeah, let's start on that. Get it over it. Wrapped up quick out of here. Not too much to talk about. They got boxed.
So the Minnesota Timberwolves destroyed the Los Angeles Lakers 4-1. They were laughing about Lakers in 5, but it was actually Wolves in 5.
Yeah, it was nice. Ant-Man said he's collecting old players like Infinity Stones. And he got the number one. He got the number one king. He got the king of all Infinity
It's good
Stones.
that he respects it because he understands that, in their prime, Lord, you would have problems.
Yo, come on.
Problems.
In Bron's prime, that would be over, guys.
In KD's prime, it's over. Yeah, anyways.
Right. But I can't lie, man. You know what I mean? Ant-Man played amazing, right? Ant-Man's just show you that he's taking another step.
Ant-Man played well.
Ant-Man is showing
Julius Randle played well.
Not even that. Those guys, but it's just the way how Ant-Man is leading those guys.
Yeah.
Like, you can see the transformation. Because remember, they're going, because that one game when he took over, I think Lakers were up 5 or 6 or something like that.
Yeah, and I can't
forget.
And
he went on a run.
Jaden McDaniels. But the thing is, it's interesting. During this series, it seemed like they're playing better than they played even throughout the regular season. I haven't never seen them this consistent as the others playing because more times there was even during the season when Ant-Man was saying, "Oh, I don't know, I just know I'm going to get a lot of shots. No. I know he's going to get a lot of shots. I don't know what's going on with the offense."
But the offense has always come. But what remains constant is their defense.
Their defense
right?
is nice.
And then the offense finally caught up to them at the right time. But the difference is, bro, remember we was talking about, Lakers are defenders? Nah. Minnesota have defense. Yo, if Minnesota's wing defense... Series.
The Lakers don't have the defenders.
Bro,
but the Lakers were scoring, but they don't have the defenders.
I thought they did. You know what I mean? I thought the Finney could do a little thing.
The problem is the middle.
No.
The middle. Like, how do you have Rudy Gobert getting a 20-20 game on you? You know you have a problem. You know you have a big problem.
The last game, yes, the middle was a big issue for me.
But I think they finally figured that out.
Even leading up to that game, Bro, it's the perimeter defense that's locking those guys up.
Oh, no. Because the thing is, Ant-Man could get by anybody.
That's what I'm saying.
Ant-Man could get by anybody.
And Nas Reed defense. The Gilgeous-Alexander defense. McDaniels with 7-foot wingspan on the wing. And he's making it hard on you.
Yeah, they're playing well.
So the difference is when they both went small, you see the difference? The Lakers couldn't get to the hole. Because those guys' perimeter defense was making it hard on them.
It's true.
They're shooting paired jump shots.
But the thing is, if the Lakers now had a big man that could catch lobs,
it would be a different story.
Right?
The defense would be a little bit better. But I think Minnesota, the defense that they played on the perimeter, it was key because they didn't allow penetration.
At all.
There was no penetration in the key at all.
Lakers, another season. We'll see what's going to happen. LeBron says he might play one more year. You think he'll play one more year?
Next year is championship or bust, right? Because this team was built for AD and LeBron.
I understand championship or bust, but you got to see what moves you're going to make.
No. That's what I'm saying.
Right now it's bust.
It's
okay.
They got the piece for the next 10 years. So now, next year, you go get what you need to compete for a championship.
I'm hearing rumblings. Who knows if Luka's staying for all? Like, Luka, they love Luka, but who knows if Luka's going to be?
Luka's going to stay.
Honestly, why would you want to leave? Why would you want to leave?
You're in a big market in LA. You're not going anywhere.
You're not going
So now the onus is on Rob Pelinka and the team to go out and get what they need. Right? You made the move because you know LeBron only have like a year.
I think it's only one more
year left, right? Next year.
If he plays 2, I'll be surprised.
You're gonna have to go get the pieces because in LA you gotta make playoff and championship runs. There is no.
That's why you want to be on the Lakers. At least they're always gonna swing. They're always gonna swing. They're always gonna make a move. They're gonna try.
But next year, this year is, as I said, it was a free year, not holding them to nothing. They had a chance to make some moves, but again, their deficiency showed big time. I got taken advantage of.
They just got boxed up. We're on a too long talk. Next series.
And you gotta give props. With props,
he was crying. He was crying.
Props.
See how much you want to talk so much about it? He was crying. I tell you.
Boxed those bad up. Ant-Man is taking the next step.
All right, let's go to the next series with the X-Raptor. They won Pascal Siakam. They have some Canadians on the team. Nembhard. They have.
You know what? I thought.
Mathurin.
Out of all the series, I thought that one would have been the most intriguing because they have history together.
Yeah, but the problem, you don't have Lillard. But then again, I don't know if Lillard really would have made that big of a difference.
They boxed him last year when Lillard was there too. So
true.
I expected it to be a tougher series just because of that background that they have, that history that they have, the ball game and all that bullshit. That guy got boxed up. You got a gentleman's sweep in 5 games.
Well, Giannis almost boxed down Tyrese Halliburton's pops on the court. Did you see his face?
I see Giannis. It was so crazy. Giannis went forehead to forehead with the man's pops, and he had to duck down from pushing his forehead. But Halliburton, man, you already addressed it the right way, yo. And the dad, you already apologized and said you're not gonna take yourself to any game. You should not have put yourself in.
He got banned.
No, but he came out and apologized before that and said he's not gonna go to any more games. But they banned him too.
You're banned. You can't reach anyways. You know.
After he went back, he's on the sauce, bro. He was drinking a cup of juice.
He must. I was like, this man.
It's out of character.
He must have been drinking 2 juice.
Cause you don't hear nothing about that man's pops for him to be popping off like that. Like, it's not like he's John Morant's dad you see all the time, right? He don't see this guy.
John Morant pop, no, sit in your seat.
Sit
in your seat.
But this man came. No, it's fine. It's fine. You can celebrate. But Giannis is there looking and taking it in, and you came and put the shirt right in front of his face and went up to him.
He must have forgot about the malice in the palace.
He's on the sauce.
No, he forgot about that. That's why it's so strict. Because you can't have a man getting in front of players' faces. Yo.
Especially not. It's not even
imagine Giannis does what was like a Dylan Brooks or a Draymond Green.
He wouldn't have hit him because he knows it's the man's pops. But come on, man. You don't do that. I know he wanted to cuff him.
If you see his face,
I saw it. He's looking at him and say, yo, guy.
I think he envisioned him licking him down. I say, yo, what's wrong with this man?
But that was a box-up series. I don't know. Those guys need to make some moves over there. But you traded, the one thing I want to say, you traded Middleton for Kuzma.
The GM needs some box up. The GM needs some box up. There's a few moves you made.
That made no sense.
You shouldn't have got rid of.
I like the Kevin Porter Jr.
Holiday. You shouldn't have got rid of Holiday.
That's
Kevin Porter Jr., that was a good pickup. But the trade, like Kuzma did nothing. I bet you thing would have did more.
Middleton, come on now.
Middleton would have did
more. But that series I really thought was going to be better than what it was.
Yeah, it was boring.
Right, but the one that really surprised me is the Detroit and New York.
New York basketball.
Detroit basketball. They got away because one game in Detroit where they fouled Hardaway and they never called it. And they gave a 2-minute report.
Away with that one.
They got away with that one. But Detroit, man, I got to give you props, man. You guys
played hard. They played hard.
I thought you would have went out in like 5.
It's interesting. Schroeder seems like he found a spot there.
Schroeder
found a spot. Even Tim Hardaway Jr., Tobias here. All of them, I think,
reminds me when Schroeder was first on OKC.
Yeah.
That's his squad right there. Yeah. That team fits him. That coach fits him. I don't know who they're going to give coach it here, but he has a lot of... They'll probably give it to Cleveland coach, but Detroit's coach...
Man. That series almost even went down to Game 7.
That showed you that Cade's a bad man.
He's a bad man, but also showed you Jalen Brunson is also...
Oh, come on now.
Batter, man.
Come on now.
Batter. Batter. Oh, my God.
Here.
Did you see the last play? Oh, my, when he crossed up Thompson? Oh, my
And Thompson's a great defender.
Oh, my
And he sent Thompson flying one way.
Hit the tree. I saw that. I just go, ooh, that's game.
Yeah,
that's game.
Yeah, man. The one
it's very exciting series. That one I enjoy myself. Very exciting series.
The one thing, them going up against Boston, we'll see. But we'll talk about that in the next one. But
New York, Boston?
Yeah, but what's going on with New York and Towns? Like I haven't seen Towns with a signature like game yet. I've seen him when he was at the Timberwolves. I've seen like, 1 or 2 big games.
They need to find a way.
I haven't seen that.
Tibbs is just go out there and play hard. Give the ball to Jalen Brunson. He's probably telling Towns, get it out the rim. Get it off the rim.
I've seen it with Randall, but I haven't seen it with Towns in the playoffs yet.
We'll see.
I mean, I see just one game when they were going off. That same game when they won in Detroit, I think he scored 25.
Yeah, but when it comes down to it, there's only one guy going to shoot the ball.
JB.
You don't know. You can't stop it. Oh, my goodness. We'll see if they can stop it.
Bro.
We'll see if Boston can stop that. It's going to be interesting. So now it's Boston and New York.
When I look on that, I'm like, guy. I'm sorry, Dallas, you idiot. Go now. Let's talk.
Dallas is idiot.
Idiot. Cause Brunson and all Brunson wanted was a $50 million. You couldn't give him a $50 million. So he went aside for 100, and then he upped again for 156, and then you trade Luka. Anyhow, what were you saying?
Anyways, we go to the next.
Oh man, what's out west? The Clippers. I thought the Clippers had it. I'm not gonna talk about Cleveland, man. Cleveland boxed up whoever, right?
Miami. No, we gotta talk about.
Yeah. Sorry, we'll talk about the West later. That one was dangerous. Did you see how they did Tyler Hero? Puff. I remember in season 1 when I said, was it season 1 or season 2? When I said Tyler Hero is at the same level as Trae Young.
I got kiss teeth. You're crazy.
I just had to walk that back and take that back. That guy had 3 points or 0 points? They locked him up. And the man said, we just picked on Tyler Hero. Oh my goodness. And then he couldn't do anything about it.
Because Tyler Hero can't be the He's not the number 1. He's not the number 1 option. He's a good number 3 option. Maybe 2.
It's crazy. But he's a 3. He ain't a 2. He's a 3.
See, but it's like the thing and the interesting I wanted to talk about that series. The last 2 games they got murdered. I think the third game they lost by 30 at home, and then they lost by 51 at home to close out the series. Boom.
Bro, if they had Jimmy, they're not losing like that.
The saddest thing is after when they had the media interviews and Spoelstra went on the mic and he was like, we thought we could win the series, but
what?
He's like, we usually come in there confident, but I realized, we can't beat them.
That's what he said on the mic. I didn't see that, That's crazy.
The man really broke down and said, there's no way. Like, you just after them last 2 games, he was like, it's embarrassing. It was humbling. It's humbling, B.
Bro.
You get dust out.
You know what?
But they have over 80 points in two
games. I like that Hunter trade that they got from Atlanta.
There's gonna be some big
Cavs.
trades.
The Cavs got Hunter in the last trade. Up past trade deadline.
You talking about Cavs or the
Cavs?
Miami?
Cavs.
Oh, I thought you talking about Miami.
No. So that makes the Cavs even more dangerous because he's a wing defender that could shoot threes and hit threes. I forget his name, bro.
But what I'm trying to say, you're jumping. What's Miami going to do in the offseason?
I don't care.
You don't care? Come on.
Miami's salt, bro. Who's going to go to Miami?
Yo, so what you saying the gray hair is not working as much anymore?
Yo, those men are salt, bro.
You see, they're going to be mad trades.
No one's going there.
Yeah. Why would nobody want to go to Miami of all places?
Who star do you see going to Miami? I don't see anyone going to Miami right now.
I think. What do you think that? Why do you think the reason? Because Miami seems like it's a beautiful place to be.
I don't know, but
nice weather.
Jimmy said the Heat culture ain't what it's chopped up to be.
Oh, so it might be.
It
might be.
I don't know.
Mr. Pat Riley might be the issue.
I don't know.
Man, I don't want to listen to Pat no more.
But again, right? Miami's a team that only fits certain players.
Mm-hmm. You have to buy into the system. But it's interesting because most of the
even
players,
back in the day,
all the players leave. All the players seem to leave.
But even back in the day, it's the same thing. Miami has a certain makeup.
No, but I'm just talking about lately. Most of the players are leaving. Look at Gabe Vincent left.
Yeah, but
I know they're like little off man, but
that's free agency.
Even Caleb Martin,
they don't want to pay the man them the money, isn't it?
But then why would you buy into that?
Because
on the low.
Because when you're a guy like looking for a spot and you have a big year like that, you're gonna go for the bag.
Yeah, you're gonna go for the bag.
Go for the bag.
But
you're not gonna.
But it seems like it seems like you should keep some of that talent because it seems like they're going out the door. But like, what do they have on the court now?
Remember what we talked about building the franchise with no money and smart. You're gonna tie up your money in a lot of them things, right? So sometimes you gotta let a couple man walk.
Yeah, let a couple. But what man have they brought in that even?
Bro, and then Jimmy left. In the trade deadline, so
that don't look good. You know I think it's going to be a blow up situation. They're going to go for it next year. They're going to go for some picks, some high picks.
Because they're not bad. They got Bam locked up. They got a few man, but they just got to build.
I'm telling you, Bam or Hero won't be on the team next year.
Bam's going to be there. Bam's going to be there.
Maybe Bam, but they're going to be some major changes.
They're not going to trade those two guys. Because they just got them on a contract. I don't think
you need something. You need something because if they don't make major changes, they're going to be back.
They have
in the
cap
same.
space.
They're going to be back in the same.
We'll see who they pick up in the free agency.
Who's signing and going there?
That's what I was saying. That's what you got to say. Pat Riley's got to work his magic.
I would say roll it up, get some enough draft.
But we don't care about that. But Miami, you guys got boxed up by the Cavs. That means you go improve your team. We'll talk about you when the playoff is done and what you need in the offseason. I'll make sure we do an episode like that, okay, Miami? So we could talk about what you need forward. But right now,
I think we know what they need.
You got 1, 2, 3 Cancun's. We're not talking about you anymore.
Cancun, they're basically in Cancun. They're in Miami. What do you mean? True. 1, 2, 3 Miami. We're home. We go down to the beach.
Yo. Boston, Orlando.
Very good series. I enjoyed that series too.
Yeah.
that was a brawl.
It's a nice 6-game series.
That was a brawl. Man,
they bust up Porzingis.
They bust up Porzingis. They bust up what's his name? Tatum. They even bust up Jalen Brown. Everybody got bust up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. When they got blown out of the box of one game, I thought it was over, man. But those guys came back to fight.
That was a good series. I think
Banchero played big.
It was good experience.
Franz played big. Yeah. As you're saying, it's a thump on fist. You have to take some thump on fist. You have to take
some thump on fist. And then again, they didn't have their full squad. They're missing Jalen Suggs. Their point guard had enough energy. He was playing very well this season. They even the Wagner, was it Mo Wagner?
Wagner, yeah. The other
he
also
Wagner plays well off the bench. Yeah. So they're missing some players, and then they had a lot of injuries this year. But the series was it's exciting. It was exciting. We expected Boston to win.
We know Boston's to win.
We expected Boston.
Yeah, but 6 games is respectable though. Yes, for a young squad coming up, 6 games is respectable. Banchero put his name out there.
They got some good experience.
Franz put his name out there, so these guys are next coming up. Young man,
that man had to put like Corey Joseph got enough run.
That's
bro. The next man we say.
Oh, Toronto man too. Running it. Trust me. He played solid. He played solid.
All right. But they're missing Jalen Suggs.
Yeah, that was big. But it's for a young man, for a young team, that's it's
It's good.
It's a good experience. Good experience.
What else we didn't talk about, man?
Yes, out west. Like, we forgot about OKC because it was a quick box up still. You know what I mean? I don't even want to touch that.
Yeah, I mean,
we're not talking about that right now. Shea
we can talk quickly about that one.
You know what I mean? Good job, OKC. You did what you think you're going to do. Shea didn't play that good except for the last two games.
Did you see that game when they were up by like 29?
Oh, come on, man.
That was the game.
Yo, I saw that, man.
Mashed himself up?
I saw that, man. I saw the game when they were up by 50. They got blown up by 50. And I saw the game that they come back from 29. And after that, I said, you guys are salt.
Oh, my God. What I saw
and John Morant had the gall to say
I knew
that they could, if he never got hurt, they would have come back to win the series. Are you dumb?
Come back to win the series. They would have won that game. I don't know about the series. They said they figured them out and all that. Man,
you figure what out?
You didn't figure it out. But anyways,
you figure Shea never had a good game.
What John Morant has to realize, the man's reckless, yo. Did you see that play? You try to dunk over the man. That's why you hurt yourself. Yo, why won't you just sidestep? He's a Euro around.
Not even Puff. If you go up, just take the body and try to go off the glass.
He's trying to dunk on. That's why he's trying to dunk over the man. Oh, man.
They used to say Iverson was reckless, but Iverson knew how to fall and use his body.
That man was reckless. That's why he mashed up himself.
Yo, bro, those guys got slapped and Shea played soft.
Yo, two people they're missing on that team. One is Dylan Brooks on Memphis. And the second is Steven Adams. Would have made a huge difference in that.
And they got rid of both of them.
Huge difference on that team.
Even if they had Dylan, they have no identity. Dylan Brooks was their identity. Remember I said that?
Yep, it was. And then they kind of just lost it when they said, oh, we're not taking it back.
And Dylan, we're coming to you.
Dylan, that's what
because you're playing some ball, Dylan.
Dylan.
They try to besmudge your name. I'm not letting them besmudge your name. So anyhow,
we're going to the Game 7. There's 2 Game 7 series. Did we talk about Denver and Clippers already?
Nah.
We got to hurry up.
You're talking John Morant, you guys were soft.
You want to stick on Lakers too much and talk Lakers too much.
How come I too much Lakers?
The man was crying. I love LeBron, but I'm not going to cry to man lose.
And then wait a minute. You're the one who went into what Miami needs and started talking about off-season stuff during playoff episode. He idiot. Now anyhow, Rockets? Yes, exactly. You see that, people? Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. Now he doesn't know what I'm talking about. But anyhow, Rockets, Game 7? Yeah.
Big. We need to get back to that. But we want to talk about VanVleet's balling out of control in that series. But
I thought the series was over.
The series is over.
Like when they were up 3-1.
No, the series is over. They're getting another 3-1 dusting. Golden State.
I thought you had it, Golden State.
They had it. But they had it because even they had it already. Remember that game? I don't know. Was it Game 5? Yeah. When they had Steven Adams in there, started trying to foul him, and they took him out the game.
Yeah.
And I was like, don't take him out, man. Let them shoot him. Yo. And then when they took him out, the tides turned, and then they won the game. Now you look at Game 6, they try to do the same thing. He's like, foul him as much as you want. The man shooting everything.
Because why? Yes, it'll put you in foul trouble. And other players get to shoot
but you can't get to the hole anymore.
Exactly.
And then you can't rebound. He's sucking in every rebound. Oh my God.
Said, yo, run
Steven Adams is like a tree. You can't move that man when he sets up in
and then you have...
Series is over.
And then... Steady Freddy got activated.
Oh.
Now you know why we called him Steady Freddy when he was in Toronto.
He's looking like he in the finals when he played Golden State in the finals. Oh, my goodness.
It's what they asked Draymond. Fred VanVleet didn't do nothing in the first couple of games. And then the last 2 games they went out.
Yeah, I saw that before. Yeah. I saw that before.
He won a championship against us.
I have memories when he was licking them shots in my eye.
I remember that. Golden State, I don't know. But then
Golden State lost it because now they're playing the Shangoon lineup with Steven Adams, and they don't have an answer for that. They don't have an answer for that.
Thompson dropped 25.
We didn't even get to Thompson, and then Jalen Green's not even playing well, yo. When that man started licking, Houston
Thompson, yo, remember what we said, right? You need some thump on fist to learn. Houston got some thump on fist, and they said, I don't like this. I don't like the thump on fist. And they start give some thump on fist. I was like, okay, young boys.
Oh man,
you guys are against a championship squad. Like this is a vet squad.
Out of all the series, is that series and the Clippers and Denver series.
Yeah.
Those two series to me have been the best.
Yo, because you're against these are like championship coaches going against each other.
The best, holy.
Because I say Ime's a championship coach because he's the Boston squad. That's his shit.
That is basically.
I don't care. That's basically his.
He built up that squad,
right? And that is crazy. But then. There is my friend Dylan Brooks. Dylan, they try to besmudge your name, but I'm not going to let it happen. I would do the same thing. The best shooter has an injury on the shooting hand? The big bump? Yeah, I'm slapping you on your hand all the time, bro. You're feeling that. Until the ref call it. Steve Kerr, shut your mouth.
Is it a foul? The ball's in his hand.
That's
the ball's in his hand. The ball's in his hand.
Hey, come on now. Come on now.
Yo, me.
That's why he has a rap on it. Don't worry.
Vern, I'm taking 2 fouls just looking at things hard as I can.
I'm telling you. Steve Kerr, get out of here. You can't talk. You have a man on your team named Draymond. Shut up.
What was the saying Queens used to always say? By hook or by crook.
Yeah,
we're going for this win.
Not even by hook or by crook. You're hurt. And what you do when someone's hurt? It's like I know you have a high ankle sprain, and I'm not gonna take advantage of you.
Cross.
Nah, bro.
Cross.
You know what he's saying?
Keep up,
it's my time now. And on defense, Dylan Brooks is like that hand right there. I'm slapping it every time now.
Dylan, when the man shooting, he's like,
yep, yep.
Trying to hit it. Trying to cheat.
Yo, every advantage. That's what Memphis needed.
That series is good. That series is good. It's getting very exciting.
But remember I told you about Şengün?
Şengün's a bad man. He's like a Jokic.
He works with that Steven Adams because he could go outside.
Yeah. I'm telling you. That's why I say the series is done. We're recording this before the game is tomorrow. We're recording it. Trust me. I think the series is done. I don't think Golden State has an answer for the Steven Adams Şengün link up Twin Towers, wherever you want to call it.
I'm sorry.
He
called Luka Ole, and I know there's a slow-mo, but nah, guy, I think I might have to give that nickname to Şengün, yo.
What, slow-mo?
Yeah. He ain't quick. He brings the ball up, but it's like slow. His crossover is like...
I think that's a European game.
Doncic
does it. Luka does it.
Crazy. He's a Jokic, bro.
Jokic does it. And he does it. All them European players.
But the Rockets...
It's like they're moving at a different pace.
The Rockets says we have the perfect vet, Jeff Green, VanVleet, Dylan Brooks. They're like, yo, we're not taking Tom Funfist. Young man, nah. We fight back. The man say, yo.
I'm telling you.
The man say, yo, bully, I'm taking you outside. You give me your lunch money. Okay? The freshman say, yo, guy, man, great night, yo. Give me your lunch money. Nah, fool. You give me your lunch money. Damn. Game 7.
That shit.
Didn't Draymond tell the man to why he painting his nails? Yo, Rockets, I rate
it's
that.
So good. It's so
Rockets,
good.
I rate that. What else? We missed anything?
Denver?
Yeah, Denver. Oh, man.
Denver Clippers actually is tonight.
Clippers?
It's going on right now. I think Clippers might
get kicked out still. They say Ty Lue's undefeated in game 7s. But the Clippers, I think you gave it away, though. You had it. Weren't it up 3-1 or 3-2 or something like that? And they got blown out?
What?
The Clippers. The Clippers had it. It shouldn't have gone 7.
Clippers look like they want to go home.
Yeah, the Clippers had it.
Clippers seem like they want to go home. We see the beginning of the first half of the game. It looks like they want to go home.
Yo, as another Raptor, Norm Powell is playing nice.
Yep.
Harden's playing nice.
Yep.
But Kawhi has been quietly running the playoffs.
Yeah, he's been nice too.
Running the play, and as I said, Kawhi, this may be the formula. You sit out, listen, I'm just ready for the playoffs. You sit out, okay, you may play 10 early on, just to see how it is, and if you realize, I can't do it, then you just sit out and come back.
Go sit on
you come back until the last 20 games back in there, and then if you're gonna give man this, I can't really complain. Puff, what do you say? Who you got? I got Denver.
I got Denver.
Nah, you said Clippers. Get out of here, bro.
I wanted Clippers.
Get out of here, bro.
But I saw the beginning of the game, first half. I see how they're playing. They don't look like they want it. No lie, I want Clippers to win. I'll be happy. Do I look happy? I don't want Denver to win, but Denver go win.
Oh, I didn't know you're a Clipper fan. Yeah.
I'm not a Clipper fan. I just like to see Denver lose. Sorry. I just like to see Denver lose.
But
sorry.
What else? What else? Anything else?
What else I want to talk about? The Raptors.
Nah, don't worry about that. That's off-season talk. Yeah. Did we miss anything, man? Did we miss anything? Yeah, we touched OKC.
Vern got the long talk already.
Nah, you went on some crazy rant.
But
we need to wrap this. But again, family, thanks again for tuning in. Until next time.
Peace.
Hey. Back once again. Back once again. Once again. Puff.
And Vern.
And Vern.